Okay, so here I'm going to be talking about some repairs I did to this Suzuki electric piano. And this piano, I got it from Craigslist from a guy who had it in his garage for a really long time. It was super dirty. There were some things that were broken on it. One of the keys was messed up, and a few other things which I'll go over here in a second. And I went through and cleaned it up, and this is how it looks now. Since then, the U on the Suzuki has come off, but I tried to do everything I could to get the keys nice and clean, and just got all the gunk off of it, and it was just really caked on. And but this piano, thankfully, it comes apart really easily, and was pretty easy to clean. So, and the reason I went through all that stress is because I got it for about $20. This piano, I think it was about $20, maybe $30. So, but now it works great. It was really worth the investment. So let's show you some of the things that I did to fix it. All right, so I've got this Suzuki digital piano here. This is the model HP-80, and this key over here was not. It wouldn't spring back up. It worked, but it just wouldn't spring back up. So I popped it open. It was pretty easy to get open. There was just 3 screws here where the sheet music, this little cover where the sheet music holder goes. And there were some screws back here on the back. I just popped those off, and this whole top piece just kind of comes off. So it just lifts away, and then this plate here, there's some notches that hold it on, and I can just kind of fold it back, and then you can see how the keys are. And there's just some springs here. See if I can get it into focus. Now there's just some springs here, so this key that was bad just didn't have that spring in there. It must have popped out somehow along the way, and putting it back in, it works just fine again. So, and it's pretty easy to get in and out. With a pair of pliers, you see I can just maneuver this spring. It just goes in on the bottom, pull it up over top, and that's it. I just thought I'd also share that it's pretty easy to clean the keys. I got this piano as a second hand, and it's really easy to get at the back of the keys this way. Otherwise, this little cover is sort of blocking you from being able to get all the way up under the keys. So if you're looking to clean it, this would be a great way to start. And just as long as I have it open, maybe I can show you some of the different components that there are inside. There's one of the speakers, one of the circuit boards, another board, looks like a transformer, and another speaker. Okay, so the next thing that I discovered with this piano, after I got it all cleaned up and fixed the spring, was that some of the keys were not functioning properly. So I popped it open, and in order to pop it open, first I had to remove this this front cover here. That goes like that, and you see these little screw holes, and those screw holes attached under here, right underneath the main platform. And it looks like somebody might have spilled a soda in here at some point or something like that, so I'm going to have to get that cleaned out. Anyway, so these are the screws for that, and then these screws here are what we're actually holding the keyboard down. So you can see these larger holes all along here, all of these larger holes, we're holding the keyboard down. So went ahead and flipped it over, or I detached it, and then this has been flipped over, so you're now looking at the back of the keys upside down. And I took the spring out so that I could see what was inside. And once I got the spring out, I was able to get the key out by pressing this plastic tab sort of inward toward the front of the key, and then it just popped out. And then I was able to slide it out forward. And so that's what the key looks like. Otherwise, I've added these little stickers here to help because I don't know how to play piano. I'm trying to learn. And when I look down inside the hole, you're now looking at the bottom of the key. So obviously you could see the keys were here, so we're now looking at the bottom. And I could see through this little hole here, like that, I could see this little sponge thing. I thought, oh, well, maybe this sponge needs cleaning. So I that's what caused me to remove this whole keyboard. And then there was this brown circuit board here, which is what this guy is. Had a whole series of screws in it, a couple of ribbon cables, and so I popped that off, pulled this out, cleaned off all these contacts because these are the keys that have the problem, and then I went ahead and cleaned out the inside of that too. So all I'll have to do is just attach that back down onto there, flip it over, screw it back on, and we should be good. So that was just kind of a rundown on some of the things that I did to get this piano up and running. And as I mentioned, it's not very hard to work on this piano, pretty easy to do. Hopefully by tearing it down and one, showing you some of the things that I did to fix it, but also so you can kind of see the internals, what it looks like. Maybe it'll help you to fix anything that you might have wrong with it, which is ultimately why I'm posting this video. So I hope you enjoyed it and have a great day.